Hi, this is Mark Torres, Travel Tips for Aslan, KPFK Los Angeles, 90.7 FM for all of Southern California. Welcome to NAMM 2018 edition. In this early morning hour of Friday, I am happy to have the first interview of the morning with one of my oldest musician friends, Rocio Marron. She is a violinist, and she was in the band, Grammy-winning band, Quetzal. She is currently on the Academy Award-nominated soundtrack of Coco, and she has just been doing so much work with so many groups, including her own solo project. Welcome to NAMM 2018 on KPFK, Rocio.
Hello, happy to be here.
All right, so you've been pretty busy. I mean, I knew you when you were in high school. Mm-hmm. You were busy with music then. You ended up going to USC, got a degree there, and then you just jumped out into the world of music, and now you're a working musician. Mm-hmm. Let our audience know what you've been up to.
This past year? Or
Okay, let's start with it. Let's work backwards. Let's start with this past year.
Okay, well, this past year I was invited to play on the Coco soundtrack by Germaine Franco. She's one of the composers on the soundtrack, and they were looking for a mariachi violinist that could improvise a little bit. And so I went in and I recorded the solo part for a song called Proud Corazon, and they asked me to, after that session, they asked me to record with the orchestra on the rest of the album. So it was pretty exciting to be a part of it. Yeah.
That's really exciting. Number one, because this is the first time in my experience that Disney got it right with the Latino community. Yeah. They had great consultants and advisors. They have a great cast. They had great people at Pixar and Disney making sure our history was portrayed accurately and with respect and dignity. And the music is beautiful. That had to have been fun. What was it like recording, with this group? And I understand that the director, Lee Unkrich, was at some of these sessions as well.
Yeah, the first time I went in, they had a microphone set up for me in front of the orchestra. And he came in with his video camera, and he says, "I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to video you while you're recording." And I thought, well, it's fine, So there's a character at the end of the movie. They show her for a few minutes. It's a little girl, and she plays the violin. So Pixar is so picky about getting all the nuances and everything, all the finger movements. They want to have the accuracy. So even just for that minute and a half of this little girl playing the violin at the end of the movie, they wanted to get all of the exact finger movements. So he was like standing in front of me like, okay, I'm going to get the view from the front, and then, okay, now for this take, I'm going to get a view from the back. So then he'd be in the back getting a close-up of my fingers, and I thought, wow, how amazing. I thought, for them to put that much care into a small segment of the movie really shows how good their team is, and I could really tell it was going to be a great movie. So.
Wow, I mean, it's doing really great. At this point, it's raised over $500 million. It's moving towards $1 billion. Mm-hmm. The Academy Awards is coming up now. Now, just between you and me, and now our audience, I actually work the Disney Pixar pre-Academy Award party the Saturday before the Sunday, which we've been doing for the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. And since they've had the party at the Edison where I work, they have won at least one Academy Award every year. So I met Lee a few years back when he just started this project, and it's going to be great to see him. Yeah. Are you going to go?
No.
Well, maybe we'll invite you, and you
maybe
can
if you
come on
invite me,
in.
I'll be there.
All right, sounds good. All right, now you've also got a solo project. How is that going?
It's good. I haven't recorded any new music as of lately because I've been really busy with my projects, gigs, and playing with other people. So it's been a good year. I've been doing a lot of orchestral work with different different TV shows when they need string sections. So.
All right, give us some of the TV shows. What do you got?
Let's see. I played with the Pentatonics on a Very Merry Christmas. I did The Voice a couple times, and let's see, recently.
Well, I saw you work with Brad Pitt.
Oh,
what
yeah.
was that all about?
Well, that was a recording with Kamasi Washington, and he's one of my idols. He's an amazing jazz musician, and it was just like amazing that he's so good that celebrities want to come and watch while he records. So, Brad Pitt just wanted to stop by and watch the orchestra record, and he was really nice to everybody, took pictures. He hung out for probably a couple hours.
Wow, that had to have been a pretty cool moment for you.
Yeah, everybody was.
Is he good looking in person?
Yeah, he is. Some of my friends asked, "So was your husband jealous?" I said, "No, I think he was more excited than I was."
He's like, "Get out of the way, Rocio. I got to meet Brad." Kamasi Washington. He went to Hamilton High School. Mm-hmm. One of my good friends, Dan Taguchi, was a music instructor at Hamilton High School when an entire generation of great musicians, including Kamasi Washington, also the bass player Miles Mosley, who is in his group and has his own group as well, came from Hamilton High School, and there's so many more. Mm-hmm. But he told me about him back in that day, and then like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, he used to do regular shows at the Edison Club.
Oh, okay.
Before he had really established himself as a solo musician, and then that just caught on fire, and he's really amazing.
Yeah.
So that had to have been really fun. So a lot of great projects for you. Rocio Marron is my special guest. First interview of the morning here in the Media Center at NAMM 2018. And what do you want to, when you explore this vast array of offerings from the music industry, is there anything in particular you'd like to discover?
Well, I'm always looking for electric violins. I have an endorsement with Connolly Music. They do the Tomastic Infeld strings, which is the dominant strings. I've used those since I was a little kid. My violin teacher turned me onto the strings, and a few years ago I showed up with my little press packet. I was shaking, what am I doing here? They're probably going to reject me, but I just took them a press packet, and I told them I had been using their strings since I was 10 years old, and I was a big fan. And then a couple of weeks went by, and somebody contacted me, and they said that they were willing to offer me an artist deal, which is, so for me it's like such a big honor. So I usually try to stop by there and say hi, and I visit the Coco Center, and I use Coco as well, and I'm looking for a trumpet this year, but we'll see.
Okay, trumpet section, be on the lookout. Rocio Marron is coming down the hallways looking for an endorsement deal.
Yeah.
Well, Rocio, thank you so much for spending some time with us, and good luck on your adventures, and hopefully there's a Grammy or an Oscar victory.
Since I didn't get to go to the Grammys this year, but actually Tailana and I are on a Grammy-nominated album with Bonobo, and he's an electronic artist, so we have our fingers crossed. We recorded with the string quartet on his album, so that's happening in New York this weekend.
So that's Grammy-nominated, and is it also Academy Award? Not that project, but the Coco song is Academy
the
Award?
Remember Me song is nominated, so a couple exciting things.
And all the songs you've worked on, which one does your daughter want you to play the most? Which one is her favorite?
From Coco, it's Proud Corazon, because it has the solo violin, so yeah.
All right, Rocio, best of luck in your adventures, and good luck on these two big nominations.
Thank you.